Hello, we're live. Lisa and Eric Pisak here from Infinite Design House. Sorry, I yelled in your ear again.
It's a little bit better this
I
way.
can't help it. I'm excited. It's Monday. It's a new week. We're ready to go. Talking about what goes into a successful marketing plan. Because here's some of the stuff that we hear when it's not successful.
Mm-hmm.
I tried paid ads. It sucks. It doesn't work. Facebook is just a money-taking machine. I tried marketing for a little bit. I got no success. It's better off when I just talk to my people. Paid stuff doesn't work. Marketing, we don't need it. None of that is true. What's been happening is that you're only doing one piece of the pie. You're only doing one piece of the ecosystem. When you think about an ecosystem, when one thing dies, everything dies. When one thing grows, everything grows. And marketing is the same exact way. So I use my solo show, for example. People always say, how the heck do you get butts in seats? Even I'm so excited. So we're going to Scotland in August. If you've been following along, you know. And back in December is when I started my marketing efforts 8 months in advance for something that isn't even happening until 8 months later. And people always say, like, how do you get butts in seats? How do you get people to show up? How do you get critics and reviewers to come? Like, how do you have the success that you have? It's because of what we're going to teach you today. So the first thing is the runway, right?
Building up the runway.
I swear the cat is not
he
neglected.
He only screams when we talk.
And even if we let him up, he would just be up here screaming anyway. So for anybody going, they must neglect their cat, it gets no love.
So the runway.
Yeah. The runway is the most important thing. So starting early, if you were to try to do all the marketing things at once, A, you probably don't have the budget. B, you would burn out your team. And C, you would drive yourself crazy, which is why a long runway is important. We're talking 6 to 8 to 12 months. Even I've put together a tour pack, meaning after my show in Scotland, where am I going to go with it? They openly said, you're booking for the following year.
Yeah. So
they even said to me, if you get this tour pack and you put it out, 2024 is when someone's going to be talking to you about booking your show and doing things. So the runway is so important. Then here's the moving pieces, or here's the parts that we took out when we did. Mm-hmm. So social media, Twitter, someone shared with me, Twitter is the place to be. That's where the people are in Scotland. So how do you know what you pick and where you go? Where are your people? Where are your right people? Wayne Gretzky, skate where the puck is going, right? Where are your people? Where's that puck? I was doing nothing on Twitter. Didn't even have a Twitter account prior to this. And now I can keep going if you want to let the dog in. It's just a little zoo here. I was doing nothing prior to finding that out. So I'm active on Twitter. I went on and I searched other artists who are doing the festival, and I found their Twitter and their social, and I'm making connections with them. So that's number 2, your referrals, your affiliates, your friends, your partners that you can talk to. So social is 1. Affiliates, referrals, friends, partners. I'm going in Facebook groups of other artists. I'm making connections now for something that's going to happen later, and I'm nurturing those connections. Number 3, something we haven't done in such a long time, printed ads. So the actual printed program that comes out in Edinburgh, they put it in the pubs, in the restaurants, in the coffee shops, by the castle.
Yeah, what was it, like 100,000 copies or something?
Like crazy. So there are people who love to get that printed program, and they love to circle and decide what shows they're going to go to. And again, that's something unique for this demographic in this area. So we took out that, and we did that early because that print is very expensive, which is why we love the online space, because print's just bananas how much that costs. Then there's lamp posts and posters, and there's all sorts of where the foot traffic goes. There's all sorts of, again, print things you can buy, which is very expensive. And we created a marketing budget knowing that that's how this goes, right? Someone walks around and they see your ad. then they see you in the printed program, then they see you online, then they hear people talking about your show.
Yeah.
You know, people say marketing doesn't work. When you have this ecosystem going on, what does Scott Olford call that? Circular virality?
Yeah.
Where
that's Brendan.
Or is that Brendan that calls it that?
Yeah.
Where you've got little bits and bytes everywhere. And it's all those bits and bytes together that people start to pay attention.
Olford calls it omnipresence.
Omnipresence, that's it. So whatever the heck you want to call it, I call it the ecosystem. That's essentially what it is, right? And those are all the pieces that if you tried to do all of that, print ads, social media, referrals, affiliates, if you try to do that all at once, you wouldn't have the money or the budget, right?
And it's a combination of things, right? Like what we're trying to get at is it's not just one thing.
Yeah.
You know, if we just put out an ad in the
Facebook ads, we're running Facebook ads.
Yeah,
it's very light Facebook
yeah, right
ads.
now it's awareness, right? So it's just saying, hey, I'm coming to Edinburgh Fringe. Check out my show. It's not like anyway. But I don't think it's not just one single thing that we're putting all the focus on and going, this is it. It's all these little pieces of the puzzle that come together and are memorable moments for people when they're like, some people aren't even thinking about Fringe yet because it's like so far away. Other people, yeah, as an artist, you have to be in it. It's your business, right? It's your show. So
and then for them, is that where you were going?
Yes.
Yeah, their product, their service. Go ahead, keep going.
No, go ahead.
Go with it.
No, you took it over. Go.
No, serves me right. When you're starting to think 6-8 months out of what you're launching or what you're putting out, or if you don't have that kind of runway, you're just making the plan, start to think of those moving pieces. Start to think of organic social, paid social, referrals, affiliates. Do you have to be on all the social platforms? No. Pick the one platform that you know your people. LinkedIn might be your thing. You might not even go into Facebook, Instagram land, right? YouTube might be your thing. If you're a video, if you're a speaker, right? If you're a speaker, speak. If people love you, go live like this. Do what people love about you, what they tell you, and ask people. Whenever a cold market person gets on a call with us, we say, how'd you hear about us? Or what ad did you see? Yeah. What did you like about that ad? What did that person, Jane said, go check you guys out. What did Jane say about us? Right? Get to know that marketing language. Because again, that goes back to, it's really what other people are saying about you. It's not really about you. It's about, even, my God, the hardest thing for me with my solo show is writing the description about it. I'm like, I'm so close to it that when I write stuff, it's horrible. Like I write for all our clients and they love it. My own stuff, I couldn't tell you like anything about. I don't nail it ever about what the heck the show is actually about, which is why I hire a PR person, which is why we get our ads people to help me write it. Sometimes you're too close to it. So ask that person, what was it about this marketing campaign or that ad, or what did you see that drew you to us, kind of thing. Get that information.
Yep.
So what did we say? We said print ads. I wouldn't necessarily. Is there? This is a whole nother lie.
Yeah, it depends. It's if you're a brick and mortar business, yes, it could work.
True.
You think of your hairstylist in Ancaster. Well, sure, then do a coffee news or something like that, where it's like
all part of the ecosystem.
Yeah.
You might want to try that out for a month. And that's kind of how you can say, this month I'm going to do social. This month I'm going to run a print ad. This month I'm going to work my affiliates. This month I'm going to go live. And then everything starts to stack. And then you have this beautiful multi-layered cake. And then when you get the sale, it's the cherry on top.
It's a parfait.
All right, it's a parfait. So I don't want to overwhelm you, but just a checklist to start thinking about when you're running something. And then what are you launching 6-8 months from now? Are you getting your marketing plan in place now? Do you need help with that? We can help you. If you're like, I don't even know what's in my ecosystem. I don't know where my people are. I don't know what I should be saying. I don't know what I should be doing. All I know is that I have a product or service that people like. Let us help you scale and market it, right? You don't know what you don't know, which is why, like my solo show, I have so many director, producer, songwriter, PR, like their lighting, tech. Like there's just so many people behind you as like the producer now, and you know, finding the venue, and there's just so many, or finding the place to stay.
Yeah.
There's a team of so many people behind me, and everyone thinks it's a solo show, and they think it's just me. It's not. I have a team of like 10 that helps me bring this thing to life, and I couldn't do it. It wouldn't be what it is without my team. So sometimes you need help. You shouldn't have to do it all, nor should you know how to do it all. And that's why we're here to help. So, happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
I'm going to work out. That's where I'm going now. I'm going to get my workout in. Then I'm going to rehearse. And then we got client calls this afternoon. So it's going to be beautiful. And then we get Oliver. And then the real madness begins. Game over. Game on. All right, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.